Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's Sync Sports Bets here, and in today's video, I got 4 player props for the NFL Week 4 Sunday slate. Before we get into these picks here, let's go to our NFL spreadsheet for Week 4 Thursday Night Football. It was the Dallas Cowboys versus the New York Giants, and we had a game script that Dallas would blow out the Giants by at least 2 touchdowns. That wasn't the case. Giants only lost by 3 points, so that is why Zeke hit the under on the rush yards. He only had just a few carries in the first half. He actually had pretty good gains in his carries, just not enough carries to hit his over. Dowdle got more of the workload. It wasn't split, and Dowdle barely hit the over by like 1 or 2 yards. So it's just unfortunate. I really liked Zeke better than Dowdle, but they just gave the carries more to him. Zeke actually was averaging like 5 yards most of his carries until the end. In garbage time, they're trying to run the ball to waste the clock, and he got no gains or negative gains because obviously the Giants knew that they're going to run the ball. So just unfortunate circumstance there. But I do love Daniel Jones and Malik Neighbors' connection. All year, I'm going to be betting the over for them because their lines are pretty low to start the year. It's a rookie and a quarterback that has been garbage in the last few years, but he is picking it up now that they have their true number one wide receiver. So that is a really good connection, really good correlation play to take throughout this season. And before we get into these picks here, I just want to show you guys that how the lines have changed dramatically. I have been putting picks out in the Discord when the lines are super low before they get bumped up a ton. I'll show you a slip here. So here's one of my slips. As you can see, Dalton, Williams, and Daniels lines are way lower, and they all have been bumped up. Dalton got bumped up 4 yards. Williams got bumped up 8 yards, and Daniels got bumped up, I think, a yard. And then this next slip, Jones got bumped up 5 yards. Purdy got bumped up like 17 yards, and so forth. So I do post early slips on my Discord if you guys want to join. Link in my YouTube bio. Free to join. But yeah, you got to get these picks out early. So I am still very confident in these 4 picks, but obviously it has been bumped. So it's going to be a little bit more risky than the value you could have had earlier in the week. But anyway, we're going to take the over on Matthew Stafford. His line is super low. Obviously, their wide receivers, Puka and Cup, are injured and out for this game. But Tutu Atwell and his other wide receivers can get the job done, and they did get the job done last week versus a very solid team in San Francisco. Matthew Stafford threw for over 221 yards. Um, let's go to Outlier to show his stats from last season as well. Okay, so if you go to the last 10 games, he has hit 100% 10 of 10 games. Going to 2023, he hit at an 88% hit rate, 14 of 16 games. He only hit under in 2 games, which is a super, super solid hit rate. I do know that Chicago's passing yards allowed defense is ranked 7, so that is why Matthew Stafford's line is so low. But he is a beast of a veteran, and I do believe that he can hit. It's not going to be easy, but Stafford can get the job done versus Chicago this week. So our next pick of the day is going to be Roshan Johnson over 30.5 rush yards. And why I like this pick here is because he was the RB2. I think he still is the RB2, but coaches have decided because DeAndre Swift's play has been so bad lately that they're going to give a majority of carries to Roshan Johnson for the Chicago Bears to get their rushing game going. So that's why I'm hitting the over here. As the RB2, he had 30 yards versus Indiana last week and 20 and 21 with very minimal carries through the first 3 weeks because obviously he's the backup. But now he's going to get a majority of the carries, and he usually just hammers the holes and he goes as hard as he can against the defensive backs. And he's from Texas, so he's a really good running back, and I love watching this kid. So smash the over on 30.5 rush yards for Roshan Johnson. Our third pick of the day is going to be Andy Dalton over 228.5. Now, his line was previously at 224.5, but after his last game as a Panther, he had 319 yards versus Vegas, and they play Cincinnati, who looked terrible on Monday night against the Commanders. Their defense is like one of the worst, I swear. They let Daniels throw for 250, and just I think they handled them pretty well because the defense is so bad. So I can see Andy Dalton, Red Rocket, hit over 228.5 versus Cincinnati. Should be a good shootout between Joe Burrow and Andy Dalton. So there's a reason why he's a popular pick because he can sling it, and they are getting some confidence here after coming off a win 1-0 as a Panther for Andy Dalton. So I really like that pick there. He's not an outlier, unfortunately, because uh, he's a backup quarterback. But anyway, let's get into our last pick of the day. It's going to be Jaden Daniels. I love this kid. He's probably going to win Rookie of the Year because he's been playing so well, slinging that ball, especially on Monday Night Football. I was super impressed with his game. He threw for 254 yards, and as you guys can see, his passing yards has been increasing week by week. And he did throw super accurately versus the Bengals. I know that the Bengals defense is not great, but they do play Arizona this week. And Arizona, I feel like every time someone plays Arizona, it's always a shootout, and the passing yards line is always hitting versus Arizona. So I like Jaden Daniels, especially that his line is super low at 214. And I can honestly see that demon line hitting too. That's like barely anything. That's halfway's demon, and then the full demon is at 250. Um, I do like this halfway demon too. If you want to take that, that one should hit as well. So these are my four most confident picks. I love the over on passing yards and Roshan Johnson hitting over his rush yards with the carries that he's expected to get tomorrow. So uh, definitely put this in a slip. I'm super confident in these picks hitting. If you guys enjoy watching this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Let's get the algorithm out there to as many people as possible so these guys can tail these picks with the research that I have due to Outlier and just how they've been playing recently. Um, I'm watching football 24/7, trying to get the best research possible to get these picks out for you guys. So uh, if you guys enjoy Outlier, link in my YouTube bio is my specific unique link. So all you need to do is click that, sign up, 7-day free trial, no referral code needed, and it's $20 monthly after that. It's totally worth it. Outlier covers all sports books, all sports, college football, WNBA, NBA, NFL, MLB, and whatnot. And it has every single stat line that you need to see to do the best thorough research possible. So make sure to check out Outlier. Super solid app on your phone. But yes, lock these picks in. I might be doing a Monday Night Football picks. So look out for that if I do post it, if I have the time. And yeah, enjoy your Sunday. Hope your team wins, and we'll see ya. Peace.